faster on Dirt's Monster half mile. The front row, heat race number 1 for the Work on Little Rush Late Model Series. A pair of twos. The 0-2 of Ben Easer on the inside. He's also Chuck Bedford. Number 2. Jake Bedford. 29 car. The back row, Jacob Billick Jr. in the 4, JR, and defending track champion, the 5X of Brandon Burgoon. Again, it's Easler, Medved, Gunn, Schernhofer, Gunn, Hare, Billick, Burgoon. There's the 8 cars out there, 8 laps the distance, 4 miles are on Dirt's Monster half mile. The 2 cars stalls out front, the 0-2 machine, out of her second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, August of 2001. So 25 years between us and his wins here in Pittsburgh. Anthony Monopart in the 66 will line up in the inside of road number 2 to his outside this morning. Noble, Brady Orbitz, and Robert Farrell on the outside. Orbitz, Faro, Bernard, and Lamoon. Split Pursuers race to start over at the pack and ship start line. They're going to fly down the ATI flag stand. They're going to change careers. Go to ATImaterials.com/careers for the opportunities they have for you. Jackson Billick in the 5 car is outside the 42 Darren Charlier. Moreno Angelicchio out there, he's going to ride around in that 55 car. And the Steel City Outlaw, the Sprint Car Hall of Famer Tim Schaefer, right down the road in Alabama. He's in that 45 machine. Tony McGill, the M5, right up the next to Jacob Billick, the patriarch of the Billick crew. That's the 8 cars out there about to do battle. Again, fans, watch out, 115 miles an hour or so down the front backstretch. So really ripping around here tonight at Dirt's Monster half mile. Again, Tom Clown will start this race over in turn number 1. If he leaves too early, he'll get down to spot. And we'll re-rack him. If we don't like the starting procedure, we'll reset it again. still a great form of racing. The tips and tricks you need to learn how to drive racing very effectively. You can do it in the Pro Stock Series. If you like this kind of racing next week, the Pro Stock car will be back here for the 15 no relation to Christian, but his older brother Chris will be in the field tonight. The Staggerwall is the double zero car behind Nick Kachuba, and beside Staggerwall is the 27 of Jacob Dietz. Logan Catellus in the 64 car way for the youngest in the field. He's won track championships in the Hobby Stocks and the Young Guns divisions. His outside Dale Toohey in the 310 car. AJ Poljak's going to ride around in the back of this group in the 7th spot at 36 car, always fast here. Defending track champion, AJ Poljak. Behind Nick Kachuba. AJ Poljak rockets his 2nd spot. And that car is battled back. Here comes Tyler Schneider. He's outside. Nick Kachuba's back. Back in there. The field's coming to turn number 2. So we're going to pull it into the back stretch. We stay green. Kachuba and Poljak. We're a fan of dirt track racing. We're a fan of this speedway so far. Every week I used to see how their car works. They're driving around other cars, behind other cars. You're really, if you ever watch racing, here's when we talk about dirty air. That's the car in front of you really messing up the downforce. Downforce is really important for racing. Downforce you can create with your car. The more power you can put in the ground, the faster you can go on those Hoosier tires. So the rest of the Catellus Law Firm in this event, the Catellus are running 3 cars out there. All 3 of them are brothers. Second oldest brother, Johnny Catellus, will drive that 2K car off the board. His outside. And Jordan Perkins, that 13 car. Jonathan Miller, Johnny Catellus, the 1K, who starts the 83rd spot. His outside, the 7 cars. Chris Schneider's in the 55 car. Daryl Charlier back in the 74. So the brothers Catellus to start in the front row. Jordan Perkins electing to start in the back. You can do that. Any racing here, if you're just trying to shake out your car, get a feel for it. Again, a lot of these guys are here to practice for the Ed Laboon Memorial Race, the 15th annual race next week. And news and notes available on all of these cars on PPMS.com. Looking for anything around the outside of Christian. Enters the car down here. Speed at 74. Just like Doc Hudson said in the 2006 Classic. So Snyder. Hobby stock cars are all built to model those 70s Buicks, Chevys, those boxy looking cars from the mid 80s. I don't like into the Buick Regal I've heard a bunch of times. They have a 305 crate, I think it's 305, small block crate engine in there. They're also known as street stocks in other parts of the country. Here we call them hobby stocks, and here they're sponsored by the Auto House.
Of course, my wife jumped it. Going down it.
Hey, baseball fans out there, the Pirates take down the Twins 10-9. Take that, Derek Shaw. First heat race of the hobby stocks going around like this. The 0-2 will be Justin Clark. His outside the 14 mark will go inside row number 2. It's going to be Brian Seawright. His outside Devin Jones in the 76 car. Stock legal as you can get with any race car here. 8 laps the distance here at Nerds Monster Truck Mile. 4 miles in total. That's a long race to run. Actually, Pittsburgh is a little bit longer than famed track Bristol Motor Speedway. Just a touch. At the A22 Bill Slate, the Pro Stock car that's been on right from the front stretch. Looks a little bit similar to what these cars look like. These are Pro Stocks cars used to be. Things have changed, models have changed, those ranges have changed. Takes the lead. Mark Cornio second. Devin Jones goes with Shaw's over turn number 3. Devin Jones way up top. He's going to leave a bunch of spots. Going to drop down to the 4th spot. Ooh, really one spot. Kyle Janis again. One guy started in the last one. Left the 3rd. Collected it back up. We stayed green. We're going to stay green there. That'll be the end of the race. It'll be a yellow checkered flag. Your heat race winner in the Auto House Hobby Stock class. So you kind of want these cars to run what we in the business call loose. Again, how you finish in the heat race is how you'll start in the feature. Some other tracks do what's called a B main. Only a certain amount of cars transfer from the heat race into the feature. All your cars are transferred into the feature event for you guys here tonight. Looks like Joe Brown Jr. will lead this race from the pole. The first spot is on the inside of the first row, the bottom of the first row, and his outside, on the top side of him, will be Tom Anton in that 64 car. Behind Joe Brown Jr. is his uncle, Leroy Brown, his outside is the 17S of Stephen Shelton. Row number 3 is school, a young kid out there getting his first laps around Earthbound Strathmore this year in that car.
Oh, that's what you were looking at the bubbles. I was like, what is this kid right? The outside. No contact. We get the drivers to learn. We'll have 6 laps to set the field for their feature. These drivers, first year, second year drivers. Average age about 14. Almost clears now. Easily back to the inside. He's clear race number 3. He's recording it so far.
first is John Gill in the 19G, and it is outside the 707 of Caitlin Springler. Row 2, the 79 of Brian Spangler. And then the winner 2 weeks ago, number 2 of Bill Tennant. And that Taylor Harrell, 1996. Atlanta Olympic special. Through back there to the Intimidator. 30 years ago. Andy Jones, 513. Six cars in this heat race. They'll go 6 laps. These 4 cylinders set to put on a show. They'll finish up this hot lap and go green at the package ship's start line, that chalk line in turn number 4. They'll accelerate to the green flag and they'll be on their way to racing. Slowly rolling through 3 and 4. John Gill and Caitlin Spangler. Second place finish. Third place, Bill Tennant. Fourth, Brian Spangler. And fifth, Caitlin Spangler. Sixth place, Andy Jones. Pulled off right before the green flag was waved. John Gill was barely scraped those inside tires. He still finished second. Maybe not even touching it. John Gill, what a job to get that car stopped before smashing it. There's some big accidents down there, but John Gill not a part of that group. Rolling onto the track now. The second four-cylinder division. Starting first, Noah Bubeck, recent graduated on Thursday. Congratulations to him. Second, 69, similar to his brother's Cameron Hollister. It's the 69 of Tyler Hollister. Black and bright green. Mike Kelly was on the inside of the second row outside of the second row. Number 2, four-cylinder division, setting the lineup for the feature. Dietz in the 27 car. Nick Kachua, well, you can tell us starting row number 4 side by side.
That's like me talking up to the highest guy. I don't have my tab.
Okay, row number 4 is Nick Kachua. Nick Kachua. Jonathan Cattell is out there, the 2K car, Bill Slade, and the 822 machine will round out the field. $15 laps the distance, 13 cars the field. They are racing for $5,017 next week at the 15th annual Edelman Memorial. But tonight, they're here, they're live, we're going to show you what they can do at for oil on the racetrack. The super snuffers will go out there and check. We'll have to lay down some organic drying compound. Through turn number 1, making sure everybody's good. Two stops in the front stretch. C right in the 30 and 93 car and line up next to is Justin Clark in the O2 machine. And then the 41 of Robert Betts will line up next to the 28M of J.D. Moore.
Unfortunately for Riley Peasley tonight, none of that will be happening. She still gets the trip to Warwick Automotive and Chile Performance in Victory Lane. She knew where to make the turn, which is excellent. That 212 car inspired by Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That's why it's brown. It's got a little bit of purple in there, symbolizing Willy Wonka's coat. And she told all of us before she started racing this season, her goal was to blow up a motor. I'm not exaggerating. And she managed to make that come to fruition here tonight and pick up her first career feature win along the way. So honestly, if you're playing bingo at home for Riley Hees, if you're Riley Hees, you can't be much happier than that. You succeeded in every facet that you were looking to do in your first year of Young Gun racing. Christoph will send things down to you here in just a second as Riley Heasley is coming up on Victory Lane.
Stars and Stripes, Dale Earnhardt, sometime 30 years ago, not my time, obviously. Brian Spangler, Noah Bebeck, congratulations, graduated high school. Row 4, row 5, Mr. Word, Caitlin Spangler, and Mike Kelly. Outstrung the front row. The 513 of Andy Jones not participating. So, if my counting is correct, which I hope it is, 11 cars will take the green flag to start the solo feature. They've been green flag this time. I love it going shifts to line. Restart, they are just going to re-rack them and take the green flag. The race didn't even start. So now Brian Spangler slowed on the start, decided not to go. and he is a top 5 for himself. Built 10th, the winner 2 weeks ago, right behind him. It's the Holsters. Line 2, Tyler wants the outside. And Cameron Hollister on the inside, so it's all Hollister for and 8 laps to go. Lap shootout. Sixth, Mike Kelly, and 7th,